Okay, beautiful. So in this section, I just show you how can we easily to import Omron's predefined function block and how can we use them. And let's create a new PLC program. Actually, for the C-series PLC, Omron has designed about 300 predefined function block. And from here, I just choose a old models CS1 PLC because at the moment we still have plenty of customer. They are using the CS1 PLC. And from here, you can see I just design a PLC project. Once I create a PLC project, you can see on your left-hand side at the bottom, we can see the function block option. If you right single click, you can see we can easily to insert function block. For the first one, it's you can create a function block by letter or structure text. And as I said earlier, this time I'm going to show you to use Omron predefined function block. So we just click on From File and will direct you to the Omron's function block folder. Actually, it's this. As soon as you install the CX1 full suite software onto C drive, you will be able to find this Omron's library from your C drive. From here, I just show you. Actually, we can have a look. As we say, we have about 300 function block. Will cover different things like for PLC, for motion, for remote I/O, for device light, for temperature controller, even for vision, all of this stuff. And from here, you can see I just choose a CPUs for some timers instruction. For the timer instruction, actually, we do have two different type of timers instruction. One is a BCD format. The other one is a binaries one. And for CS1 PLC, you pretty much only can select either use a BCD or binaries instructions for timer or counters. From here, I just show you so we can, if you like, you can select multiple of function block and then just click on open. Once you highlight select all of them, you can easily to import them from your C drive to your project. And of course, probably you will say where I can find some document for more details. Actually, you just go up to here, click on help, and just scroll down to highlight on this Omron's function block library reference. You open it up, and then you can see this web links including all of the function blocks details. If you want to say, like we just import the timers from CPU, like we want to know this one is clock pulse BCD's function block. If you want to know the more details, you just open it up, and then you can see all of the details about how can we use this one, and also some settings. Like I just said before, if you want to in CS1 PLC, if you want to use timers instruction, default one is a BCD type. But of course, if you want to get a bigger range, started to use binaries instruction, you're gonna come to here, click on the PLC's property to change it to use binaries instruction. Like from here, we can highlight on that and click on properties and tick on this box. choose a timer and counter as a binary. Or of course, if you don't want to do it, and if your CPU is fairly old, you might stick on BCD's instruction. Just keep it simple. You don't have to use the binaries one. Actually, the only difference is binaries one is the 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 setting range is bigger than BCD because BCD the biggest number is 9,999. Of course, if you want to get more knowledge about what is the difference in between BCD or binaries, you can Google it or just come to Omron's instruction basic PLC training. We will cover that. And from this training tutorial, I just want to show you how can we easily to use this function block. As we say, so we want to use the BCD types of timers. That's why it's not necessary to change the PLC's properties setting. And now we just make a very simple program. I just put a always on conditions in the front. Actually, if you like, you can put any condition in front. And if you want to insert a function block, actually, you're gonna go up to here to click on this new function block calls icon. Click on this one, and then you can go to choose the function block you want to use. Like this one, we want to use this clock pulse function block. For the name, actually it's up to you. It's you don't have to give it a very complicated name. Just keep it simple. It's okay as long as it's a unique instance name is good enough. Like from here, we just simply call it as clock pulse underscore 01, and then we click on OK. You can see, and if we want to input function block some settings, parameters, you can click on this another icon, just drag to here. Like we want to turn on the outputs on for 2 seconds. If 2 seconds, the in BCD will be hash 20. The reason is this unit it's a 0.1 seconds unit. That's why if we put 20 means 2 seconds. And then for the off time, we just put a hash. Because in C series PLC, you have to put a symbol in front of value, which means you input some value to the PLC. If you didn't put anything in front, that number actually doesn't mean its value. It means a PLC's memory, because PLC using numbering system to do the PLC addressing, whatever. So as we say, we want to set up the outputs on for 2 seconds and off to 3 seconds. That's why we put the 20 hash 30, and then we can give a outputs. From here, I just put its internal bits like a W area, and just simply to show how it works for this PLC examples program. Once we complete the finish the programming, we can do the compile. Just compile our program, make sure there is no problem, no any errors. As we say, in this examples, we are going to only use BCD types function block. That's why before we do the programming compile, we need to delete the binaries ones. Otherwise, if you leave it the binaries function block here, we'll get some errors. The thing is, for CS1 PLC, it's not like a CJ2 PLC. You can combine BCD and binary types both together on your program. For CS1, it's a little bit old, so you have to only choose one type of uh, function block. As we say, in this example, we only use a BCD type, so we need to delete the binary function block. From here, I just delete it. And once we're happy with our program, we need to compile our program, make sure everything is okay. So you can say we just compile our program, and now we can pretty much use our CX programmers the very useful function. We use a simulator to simulate our program. And now you can say its program is pretty much is running. It's on for 2 seconds and off for 3 seconds. That's pretty much about how can we easily to import the Omron's predefined function block, and also if you want get more instructions or more details, whatever, so you can definitely to come to here, click on help, and click on this Omron function block library reference. And from here, you can just go through to find some interesting one, or for servers control, for networking, for so many more. As I said, Omron has predefined about 300 something for all of these networkings and C series of PLC function block, whatever. But of course, from 10 years ago, Omron's released NX series platform. That's why you can say all of these function block are quite old. Only based on some old legacies program and instructions, old legacies networking like a device line or Modbus communication, whatever. Of course, they are still available for C series PLC programming. So hope you can easily to understand and handle this function block. Thank you.